Morning, morning, morning. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Love 500. Different view. I'm indoors today. It's just before New Year. It's the 28th of December today. I just wanted to do a quick video of, like I did this last year, and just sort of laid out some plans of what I intend to do on the channel next year. So I got a few ideas. Some of them are the same as last year, but let's go through and I'll tell you exactly what it is we got planned for the new year. So yeah, not massive difference to be honest. My plans are to get around sort of, unless one comes up earlier, around sort of February, March time, I want to get a convertible. Ideally, I would like to get an R-Bath convertible, but if not, I'll get a 500 convertible. So that will be ready in time for sort of late spring, early summer. So it'll be easy. Well, they were easy to sell anyway, but it'll just make it easier to market them, if you like. I'm sure there'll be the massive demand for them. I just fancy. I would love to get a 595 convertible, ideally a Turismo, and keep it myself. But I can't do that. I can't justify doing that, unfortunately. My wife wouldn't be too happy about that either. But that's the plan as far as convertibles are concerned. Also, as you know, last year I did mention that I wanted to do get a van for me, have it signed, written, and so on. That's not going to happen now, thanks to Shaka Khan, or rather Sadiq Khan, and the ULEZ in London. For those of you who are not in the UK or in a place that's not anywhere near London and don't know about it, the ULEZ is the ultra low emission zone. So it used to be LEZ, L-E-Z, which was the low emission zone, which was central London. So certain vehicles can't go into London without paying £12.50 a day. That's on top of the congestion charge, which I'm not sure how much that is now, probably about the same, or 15 quid or something ridiculous like that. So that's for anybody who goes into central London. And as much as the people in Britain or the people in London, there are groups of people going around destroying the cameras. So all of the cameras have been put up all over London, everywhere, for the ULEZ, and there are people going around that are painting them, are stealing them, are putting plastic bags over them, all sorts of things, smashing them up, cutting the lamp posts down, or cutting the posts down with angle grinders that the cameras are on, all sorts of things. So there is massive backlash on these things, and obviously it's costing Transport for London absolutely millions, although of course all the tickets that they're getting in are probably paying for the renewal and replacement of the cameras, I imagine. So they're probably still quids in. So whether it'll ever go away, it depends. Anyway, but don't want to get into the politics. But the reason was I was going to get a van. If I buy a van now, I've got to buy a really new one, which I can't do, because otherwise every time I drove to the end of the road I would have to pay £12.50 a day. So it just ain't happening. And the only other thing I could do is, like I was originally going to do, is to do a van conversion. So that's still on the cards. I'm looking, keeping an eye out for the right car to do it to. So I think ideally I want to do it with either a black one or a red one, and probably one that's got high mileage, which probably, because that will should in theory be cheaper. The higher mileage ones tend to go cheaper, and when I say high, I'm talking 100,000 plus potentially, that I can just sort of go over, change anything that needs changing. I wouldn't use it much. It'll probably park out on the street most of the time being used, but I suppose I will have to tell the insurance, of course, that it's modified, because I'll be taking the seats out. I'll be turning it into a van, basically. That's the plan for the van. Just recently, over the last few months, I have been getting more and more emails from companies who do products. So I think as my channel has grown, and I'm now sort of approaching 10,000 subscribers, I'm getting more and more requests or offers from companies to review their products. I've got a couple coming up on the channel soon. I've got them, and I haven't done the reviews on them yet, so I must do that. I did the Top Don scanner a little while ago, and I've done a couple of other bits and pieces. Normally with my reviews, I buy the products. I've got one coming up from X-Tool. They've sent me something. I've got 2 other of their products, which I bought myself, which I have reviewed. No, one of them I reviewed. One of them I haven't. The one I've bought that I've still got to review is the key coding machine. That is a really good bit of kit, but I've been struggling with being confident on how you use it. And since they did a software update on the app, it's easier to do now. And I think I've cracked it now. The problem I had was, we'll go through this in the video, but you've got a little display screen, of course, on the app, which tells you what to do, and the graphic and unfortunately a slightly broken English doesn't correspond with what you have to do. That's where it gets confusing. But I'll explain all that when I get to the app. The app has just updated again, so whether that part of it will ever update to show the correct image or not, I don't know. But yeah, that was a bit of an issue. But that video will be coming soon. It can't do remote keys, but it can do spare keys. So I'll give you all the links to buy the keys, to buy the super chips, and to buy the machine itself. It's a great bit of kit. It costs me £10 to get a key cut. So I take the blank spare that I've got to a local a local cobbler's, key cutters, and he charged me £10 to cut a key. I then program the chip, put the chip into the key, and Bob's your auntie's living lover. It works. So that costs me about £15 for a key. If I use the locksmith, it costs me about £80 for a non-remote key. So now every car I do comes with a spare key, which is great. Good marketing point. People often don't expect to get the 2 keys, but you know, I can give them a brand spanking new spare key, which is great. So that one's to be reviewed as well. I'm also getting, I won't give the game away because I don't want to spoil the surprise when it comes up, but I've just spoken to 2 other people, 2 other companies, one in America and one in China, who are going to be sending me things for me to review. And as you know, unlike a lot of channels who review things, you know, they get paid partnerships and what have you. They have told me that they'll give me a 10% commission, anything that sells from the links that I provide. What was the other thing I was going to say? Yeah, so they give me links to their products, so they will pay me 10%, but they're not paying me to do the review. And I don't know if some people do actually get paid. Obviously, the things that they're sending me for free, so I don't have to buy those, and they're mine to keep. Although, of course, the ones that can be installed in a car, there's a little clue there, will be getting installed in a car. And the blue colour therapy that I've got, that I've had 3 or 4 weeks, haven't touched it, literally not touched it yet since I did the walk around video. We'll be making a start on that one soon, and this bit of kit that I've got winging its way to me from China, I think it's coming from China anyway, that will be going in that car, and I think I've got a good feeling about it. I think it's going to be really good, definitely worth buying, I think. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing with that. So yeah, so I think as I'm approaching the 10,000, I'm just getting more and more of those. I was initially a bit suspicious, but it seems to be so far so good. It seems to be panning out, and they are sending me. The thing is about my reviews, as I was saying at the beginning of this, was my reviews are honest reviews. So, you know, as I say, they're not paying me, they're giving me the goods, but they're not paying me to do it. And even if I wouldn't take payment to do it because my reviews are honest. If I think it's a load of crap, I'll tell you it's a load of crap. And I will always tell you honestly, you know, if I think what its limitations are, and so on and so forth. And I've told them that it will be an honest review. So I'll send them the video first, just so they can have a look at it and review it. But you know, if they say, well, no, you've said that's not very good, so we'll take that out, I'll say, well, no, sorry, we'll publish it as it is, or we won't publish it. Simple as that. I'm not flowering it up to suit a company. That's you can rest assured that every video I do on a review is an honest review from me being the user, not because someone's asked me to review it and say how wonderful it is. If they just said to me, we're going to send you this £1,000 bit of kit, you can have it for free, and we just want you to say how fantastic it is, I will say, no, sorry, I'll give you an honest review. If you don't like it, tough. Or I'll send you the thing back and I won't publish it. But I'm not going to do a review on something that says it's wonderful when it's not. That's it. Simple as that. So what else have we got planned for the year? I guess it's business as usual, really. I've got a couple of things coming up in January, which I'm having to put. I've had to buy myself a diary because I'm getting people asking me to do things, which I don't really want to do. I've got, if you remember Project Rivita back this year, someone hit her in a car park, rear bumper, corner, same as on Project, forgot the name of it, the orangey one. I did the rear bumper repair on that, which come out fantastically. This is the beige one, so I've got the correct paint. So hopefully I can make a decent job. It's very, very similar. It's actually a bit less damage than that. So I'm doing that for them, only because they asked me, you know, would I be interested in doing it? And I just said, you know what, just give me 70 quid and I'll do it. So I'm doing that cheap for them. I've got 2 coming up, neither of which are cars that I've sold. Or is one of them a car I sold? No, they're not. Neither of them is a car I've sold. These are people who've just seen me on Instagram, seen me on the mums group, possibly on Facebook, on YouTube as well. Hatch wiring. One of them I did a temporary repair. She had I think I might have mentioned it on the channel. She came down and she brought her car down and she couldn't get a hatch open. And I thought it might be the hatch handle. And I said, you know what, look, I'm going to get a hatch handle. If it's not that, I'll keep the hatch handle. Because I'll need one at some point, so I'll just keep it. And if it's not that, it's going to be hatch wiring. I didn't want to mess with her hatch wiring to start with, so I tried the tailgate handle, put the new one on, exactly the same. So I had a look at her wiring, and the wires were falling apart. Some of them were snapped, some of them were, well, all of them were shredded. So I did a very quick temporary repair, and I said, look, if you want me to do it, I can't even remember what I've told her, a couple of hours labour. It's going to take me 2.5 hours to do it, so I'm charging her for 2 hours labour and for the cost of the loom, which is 35 quid from Club 500. I've got 2 of those to do. One of them was someone who I did, I think I put a new door handle on for them, and they just mentioned the hatch wiring, and I looked at it and there was a couple of wires that were, again, I did a temporary repair, and that's been months now. That was back in the summer. And I've been trying to sort of fit it in, really. But so I've got 2 of those to do. I think that's about it at the moment. I think I'm losing track now, but yeah, that's not what I want to be doing. For one, of course, I'm doing it on my driveway, so I don't really want to be having other people's cars on the drive. I don't mind doing the odd proxy alignment and things like that, but I don't really want to be working on other people's cars on the drive, because, you know, my neighbours are good, they don't mind me doing it, but, you know, I only need someone to report me and I'll be in trouble. So, or not in trouble, but, you know, I might have to stop doing it. So I need to be careful. So I'm not going to make a habit of doing that, but I did say I'd do these people. So that's coming in January. I might film it, don't know, might not. What else we got? So I'll say, yeah, it's business as usual, most of it, I think. Yeah. I was contemplating buying a Lambretta. I know it's not Fiat. I know it's not a car. It's Italian though, isn't it? It's a stolen recovered Lambretta. It's on eBay. It's up for $895 on eBay. It's stolen recovered, so it's got the ignition's been drilled out or broken off. It's been hot wired. It's got the front wheel and the back wheel are bent, so it needs new wheels. Handlebars are bent and the forks are bent. Oh, and the seat, you know, where the seat latches on a bike, you've got the storage compartment underneath. That's broken as well. So it's quite a lot of stuff that needs replacing on it. It's $895 and it's quite up north, and I've said to the bloke, you know, what's your best price delivered to me here? And he said $950. Now you can buy them brand spanking new for just over $3,000. So I've had a quick look on eBay. You can pick up wheels and whatever cheap. Handlebars are cheap. I can't find any ignitions. There's none on there, so I might have to buy one of those new. So I'm thinking to myself, you know, it'd be some good content for the channel. Not that I've ever worked on a motorbike before, well, scooter, motorbike before. I haven't got a motorbike license either. So I would have to do a CBT, compulsory basic training course, as it's a 125, and I'd have to ride around on L plates. So I've always fancied a scooter myself, but yeah, never had one. Obviously I'd sell it afterwards, but I'm just trying to fathom out whether it's worth it because of the cost it's gonna cost me to do it. But that's a possibility. It's still up for sale on eBay now, so if you ever search for Lambretta damaged, you'll see it. It's up for $895. Can't remember the name of the company that's selling it on eBay. What else? Yeah, that's about it, I think, really. I can't think of any other things. So there'll be more reviews on products, obviously more Fiat 500s. We'll do some more how-to videos as well. I do get requests for how-to videos. One major thing I need to do when I get the time is to sort out that garage. It's an absolute nightmare in there. I mean, I've got that great big piece of, you've obviously seen it umpteen times, there's a great big massive sheet of insulated plasterboard. That's what's on this wall behind me. The last time you saw this, it was the old plasterboard with the old wallpaper ripped off. We put this insulated plaster, I'm sitting in our conservatory, so I've tried to make it warmer by using the insulated plasterboard on all the walls. And I've got one sheet left, which I've got to do a wall down there where there's currently a radiator on. That's still got to be done. So until that's done, that sheet is in there and it's really getting in my way. It's been in there for months and months. Once that's moved, I need to get some more racking, I think, and just organise it a little bit better. Yeah, that back bit that you sometimes see, which is made of wood, which was my little extension that I stuck on the back of it a couple of years ago. Stuff in there is just literally piled up almost to the ceiling. It's ridiculous. There are some shelves in there, but it's just such a mess. So I need to get some racking in there all the way around and try and sort of organise it a bit if I can. It'll be much better. Loads of wheels in there. I've got wheels behind the garage. It's just absolute nightmare. So I need to sort that out. That was going to be a winter thing to do, and it might still be because, of course, it's end of December now. So I probably will do that and try and sort that out and get it organised a bit better. Because I'm forever tripping over things. I hope you enjoyed I know a lot of you enjoyed my bloopers video. I know it was only short, but you can see some of the outtakes I did over the year. No doubt there'll probably be more during 2024, so probably next Christmas we'll have another bloopers another bloopers video to go through. Hopefully nothing too serious. Hopefully I won't get my head stuck in any bonnets or anything like that, or I don't know, or cars fall on me and what have you. But yeah, no, I think that's about it really. It's generally business as usual. If you've got any requests of what you'd like me to do, certainly for how-to videos, cam belt. We will be doing a cam belt in 2024. Spring stroke summer, I promise you that. The last few cars have actually had the cam belts done, so they're not needed to be done. But I already made that decision. In the horrible weather, I'm not going to do that. So we're going to stick with it like that. And we're going to do it in the summer. Sorry, I just had a pause then. There was the Hermes man was at the door. So yeah, so definitely cam belt come next year. Come next year, come next spring, stroke summer. I'm going to sort of allow a day to do it. And I know it's a couple of hours job, maybe 3 hours job for someone who's an amateur like me. But as I've never done it before, I'm going to take it slow. Obviously, it takes me longer because I'm filming stuff as well. So it's obviously certainly not going to be a how-to video. That was one video I was asked to do actually, was a how-to video on changing the bottom arms. Now I'm no expert and I don't know whether I do it, correctly as such, the correct procedure. I get it done, but whether I do it in the correct procedure or not, I don't know really. But I might do a video on that and do it all in real time, because normally I just stick it on time lapse and just get on with it. So I might do that. So yeah, so that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. So that's 2024 in a nutshell. As I say, if you've got any requests of what you want me to do, let me know. But yeah, that's it. So hope you enjoyed this little snippet of what's to come this year. As I always say, if you're not a subscriber, please hit the button and subscribe to the channel. We're about 8,600 and something at the moment, so we're not far off of 900, and obviously it'll be maybe 2-3 months till we hit that magic 10,000. That'd be amazing. With your help we can do that. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching, and until the next one, take care, stay safe, and we will see you soon.